So here we are today with Azhar, founder, director, CEO for Casa Milano. I would like to understand the name. What is Casa Milano?
It was not just a brand. We were creating a company, a concept, a legacy that was creating our own brand internally and distributing multiple European brands.
That purpose is aligned 5 years later.
100% aligned. We need the right design, right process, right trust,
Yeah.
and finally the price that matters in the end. We don't want to rip off somebody.
So here we are today with Azhar, founder, director, CEO for Casa Milano. Azhar, I would like to understand the name. What is Casa Milano? Why Casa Milano happened?
Well, my dad went to Europe in 96 and he wanted to, start sourcing products. And he started with the Shataf, the sanitary ware division at that time. And that was his
I
first
saw
time.
the stories. Yeah.
So he went to 96 and he had a very interesting time there. It was his first time experience. And then he started sourcing a lot from Italy as well. So, having that Italian touch made a huge difference in terms of a person's perspective. That's how he started his own brand 18 years ago within the company itself, within the family company. And that was obviously for the mass market, because that's what he always was specializing in, for the wholesale distribution, mass market. And we wanted to touch a new market in terms of that, a new target audience where we were not approaching before. So we created a new vision called Casa Milano. It was his vision for many years, but unfortunately at that time he could not do it. And when I was a little bit more grown up and mature, this conversation came onto the table. And that's how Casa Milano began, because it was not just a brand. We were creating a company, a concept, a legacy that was creating our own brand internally and distributing multiple European brands and providing an experience for a customer, because that's what we believed was lacking in the market. It was not enough. And when my uncle was creating this house of his villa, finally, which is built, he was not happy with whatever he found. And he went to his own stores. He was not happy. Forget everything else. And he can afford it. And we went to Europe, we went to Italy, we went to China, everywhere we went. So that concept, finally came as a conversation like, isko karna hi hai. We have to do this. That's how Casa Milano began. We signed the rent and everything in like August
Of
2018.
Right.
And me and my director Shams, we sat outside for 4.5 hours after 6 p.m. in that humidity to understand, have a heart to heart, where do we want to take this conversation forward? Are we opening a store typically as a new venture, as a branch, or what? Are we creating a new concept? How are we supposed to be different from what you have been doing with my father for the past 18 years? What are we achieving? And that conversation I can never forget, because it really impacted what we are doing today. And the goal, I would say, has not changed, but the way to the goal we have, it's a very interesting journey, I would say, from the ups and downs and the learning curve. And the best part is they have that so much experience. Today also, we are learning from what we started, because this is a new baby. 5 years old in the market, and I think
5 years, but incredible already. I know Qatar opening happened recently, so congratulations on that as well.
Thank you very much. So it really made a huge difference that way. We were able to impact and create and diversify from Dubai to Abu Dhabi to Sharjah to Deira to Qatar, and of course none to the Middle East. So it's not just a company that I want to create as a distribution. I want to be creating a brand out of it that I can franchise all over the world. It's not just for the Middle East. This is a global brand we want to bring about. That is the goal. So wherever Emirates flies, we want to be there.
And that's
If I have to put it easier.
The story is incredible.
Thank you.
The origins of it, how the thought came through, and the purpose of why it started, and your conversation with Mr. Shams you mentioned.
Yeah.
Designers, since I have quite a bit of conversation with designers, when they design something, and when the process is on, they always come back to the script, the story, the origins of it, to when they're moving ahead at a certain stage in a project. Now, 5 years later, so the purpose of you mainly putting Casa Milano is because of something that you experienced. Your uncle, you're referring to Mr. Rizwan, right? So you think that purpose is aligned 5 years later?
100% aligned, because today also I will go down to the store and meet a customer, specifically an end user customer or interior designer, and today also I'll hear the complaint, oh my god, I can't find this for my house, oh my god, I need this, like your typical everyday problems, which you are like, really, you have this problem? And I faced it. Forget anybody else. If I am facing it internally, when I made my own room finally, because I had the brand Casa Milano, I finally understood what it makes to make a room. Not a home yet, but a room at least. It took a while. My mother was also one of the reasons why I started the kitchen department.
Interesting.
Why? Because she wanted to finally create the kitchen. Kitchen came with the house when we got it a few years ago. But finally she got a chance. Like, you know what? I don't like this kitchen. We should improve it. You know how that motherly instinct comes, and she's taking care of the house finally.
Yeah.
I faced so much headache with that myself. We didn't have a kitchen department, but because of my mother, I invested the time and opportunity with our team to get into the kitchens and wardrobe business. And at just post COVID, I saw the demand that immensely reached out for it, because we were supplying the countertops finally to all these kitchen fabricators. Like, why don't we just get into the kitchen business as well? It just made a lot of sense, and we have the procurement power, the experience, and the expertise.
Yeah.
So we, looking at our own issues and facing that we are also everyday people, we believe that others are also facing this conversation, and
absolutely.
we need the right design, right process, right trust,
Yeah.
and finally the price that matters in the end. We don't want to rip off somebody. So we are working towards that. I wouldn't say we're perfect, but I think it's always good to have room to improve.
No, well put, Azhar. That's an incredible story. And I wish you guys the very
you.
best. And we will continue to track this story over the years.
Thank you.
And we will have conversations like this to see and connect the origins of it, this discussion today, and what will happen in the future.
I'm looking forward. And then thank you very much. You had a wonderful conference going on here. It's wonderful to gather everybody. It's very difficult.
Yeah.
And I applaud you and your team for this.
No, absolutely. It's a theme, and thank you so much, Azhar.
Thank you.